I make this message in pertaining to what happened on September 10th, 2025 involving Charlie Kirk's assassination. And I will say, in my heart, I truly hurt for Charlie Kirk, who was killed. But also, what hurts even more, and what really tears at my heart, is people celebrate his death. Do you know why that they celebrate his death? It's because that someone who spoke against the Antichrist agenda is no longer going to speak against them. And they are even happy of the fact that he is dead. Anyone who watches this message and thinks that it's a good thing, you need to reevaluate your heart. You need to bind the strong man. And this goes even for the conservatives or people that are Republicans supporting as well. And I say this because you need to bind the strong man of anger, who you're going to let that demon possess you. Now, yes, there is a time for mourn, because even I myself am sad that Charlie Kirk was murdered. I genuinely am sad, and I feel for the family and the fact that he is dead. But anyways, I'm just here to tell you is that everyone needs to guard their hearts and guard their eyes. This major thing that happened in America on September 10th, 2025, this is going to make a lot of people think. But overall, I will say that any of you who celebrate or think it's a good thing that Charlie is dead, you need to repent. You need to bring yourself before Jesus, whether you like it or not. You need to realize that the evil one, the devil, has deceived you, and he has lied to you, and you pleasure yourself in the fact that he's even dead. That Charlie being dead, I mean. And I will tell you this: you may have silenced Charlie's voice forever, but the voice that is against the Antichrist agenda, whether it be spoken out of a Democrat's mouth or even the Republican's mouth, he will strike you down out of judgment if you do not repent. And even on earth, he will still judge you. He will still go against you. His word has more power than you even realize. He has more strength in his words that it's like, let me put it this way. Your physical strength is absolutely nothing compared to what even the words of Jesus even now would say out of his mouth. Instantly like that, he can say, your life be taken, and you die of a heart attack, or say you got killed, or you die in a car accident, whatever it may be. Jesus has that much power and that much strength. And woe to you if Jesus says that out of judgment against you, because a great reward you're going to get, which is the reward that you chose on earth out of sensational pleasure, which God never intended, and you will find yourself in the damned, where many that rejected God and his words will find themselves in hell because you chose evil instead of good. So I will say, even though I'm going to try not make this video long, but you need to repent, anyone who thinks that it's a good thing that Charlie's dead. Though the words of Jesus said for Charlie Kirk to be called out of this life into the eternal, what makes you think that because you're still alive and because you cheer and you have gladness over this, what makes you think that God's wrath and destruction's not it, or excuse me, that is, sorry, what makes you think that God is going to, I'm sorry you guys, what I'm basically saying is that if you think that God's not going to do anything, think again. The living God is not mocked. If somehow 10 years ago, people, when they said, even in high school, you guys, when I was in high school, people mocked the living God and said that if God let marijuana or made marijuana for me to use, then I can use it. Or if God made it on earth, then I can use it. Or they say things that it is healthier to smoke marijuana than cigarettes. The living God is not mocked because they used Jesus for their own perversion and vanity. And now, not only is there a grave mass of demonic possession through this drug and through people because of this plant that people use to grind up and make and smoke. Now there's health problems. Now there's even psychosis from this, supposedly. And this is all recent. Not only is this something that's happened for a long time, but it's become more and more increased. And you want to know why? It's because the living God's not mocked. And I'm here to tell you, whoever listens, the living God is not mocked. So if you cheer on and continue to, which for one thing, you shouldn't have opened your mouth, or you shouldn't have opened your heart to sing anyways. If you think that God doesn't hear, or you think God's not going to do anything because I'm cheering of his death, well, think again. God is just around the corner. Our life is like a vapor. It's there and it's gone. God is quick to bring his wrath and judgment to those who really need it. And if you anger him enough and you make it to where that you are making your life even worse, and if you just want to live your life that way, and you know what? God will see your heart and he will strike you down. I do not say all these things out of condemnation, but I am warning you to people, even in colleges and universities, like, for example, I'll even say, I think it's the University of Montana, I believe it was. Many people were actually cheering. I'm not speaking for the whole college, but a group of people that were there for involving a anti-abortion table setup where supposedly they were going to do a debate or whatever, and then they just heard that Charlie Kirk was shot, and almost the whole area was laughing. You can't tell me that people are not demonically possessed, that people living out these antichrist lifestyles or the practices of the antichrist, you can't tell me that these people are not demonic possessed or oppressed, and it's just, oh, they have mental problems and they need to seek help. The help is Jesus, and if you need to go to a mental hospital, if it's the Lord's will, then go. So I'm here to tell you guys is truly, this has moved me a lot, and it has done for other people as well. And truly, you guys, you need to realize that people need to not be living their life in vanity like the way they do. Like the person in the Mustang just now wanted to rev their engine up just because they wanted to show off. But anyways, people think saying things to be showy and because their heart, sorry guys, I'm just rambling a little bit, but truly to say it all is do not cheer, do not even have unforgiveness for the supposed shooter that's going to eventually be found, whether he's alive or dead. I am here to truly tell you is also, I should say, because I'm monologuing, I'm talking about this, is you need to make sure your heart is guarded, because there are spirits out there that are going to get to the conservatives, that there's going to be no unforgiveness towards this person. They're going to want vengeance in their hearts, or they're going to want justice, or some people out of their own hearts, they're like, some people would wish that they would get their gun and shoot the person who shot Charlie. Well, I'm here to tell you is that is also an antichrist thing to do, because God would not want you to murder because someone murdered someone. Just because someone did an evil thing does not make it right for you to murder the murderer who murdered someone. So, as of right now, that's it for this video. Really guard your heart and let anger not possess you, but rule over that anger, because anger is starting to grow among people in the conservative movement. Fear is starting to grasp at their hearts, and anxiety as well. Many people are going to be moved, whether it be for the good or for the worst, or in the middle. So, like I said, that's it for this message. May Jesus bless you, and always stand ready. Always stand ready.